I try not to cry because I know if I cry, this one here will cry.
Yeah, cause I'm a big baby, yeah. I hate to see you cry. One person started to cry, I crying. That's me. Hi guys, today I have with me Ali. Yes guys, remember Ali? Today we're going to be doing a story time about, this was my worst experience ever in my life.
Both of us.
Well, for her too. Today we're going to be talking about Hurricane Ivan that hit Grenada about 13 years ago. Yeah, and it felt like yesterday. So we're going to start off from the beginning. So it was September the 6th, 2004, right? It was our first day at school, back at school, high school. And you know, everybody was excited. Everybody had their new school bag, their new school shoes. You know, everybody was excited to come back to school and stuff, see your friends and stuff. And then we got this big message during, you know, school time that, you know, we're gonna go home half day because there's a hurricane approaching Grenada. So we're gonna go home half day today and no school on Tuesday. Because the hurricane will be passing on the Tuesday and we're not sure when school going to resume.
We were so happy to be leaving.
Yeah, we was happy because, you know, it's half day and it's that you get an extra holiday from school, you understand?
I remember we was in town.
Yeah.
We were chilling, not even thinking nothing about it.
No, we were still liming, hanging out before we head home. You know, just being, you know, school children, yeah? Just being school children, hanging out. And let's be September the 7th, 2004. That's the day of the hurricane. You know, we got up as usual, happy because we didn't have no school.
Yeah.
Turn on the TV as usual to watch something on cable. And you know, flashing through the channel, you only see like the weather channel.
Yeah.
Weather channel. I was like, why is it weather channel on the Cartoon Network? They just took over the whole TV. I think we only had like 1 and 2 cable channels that was still available, but everything else was the weather channel.
Everything was just a weather, hurricane this, hurricane
that. And tell you something, we never ever experienced a hurricane before that. So we didn't know the whole big deal about a hurricane. We just thought, you know, but just some wind and some rain, you know, nothing simple.
Nothing big.
Yeah, so we were just playing as normal as kids. Then all of a sudden outside started to get dark. So I was like, wow, it's getting dark, the rain coming and fall, you know, it's getting rain, the rain gonna fall, the rain gonna fall. You know, so we just there outside now, watching outside, outside get dark and thing. And then all of a sudden, well, where we located, our home is like down in a hole. There's other villages and stuff around our area. So we have
the last one in the bottom of the hill.
Down on a hill. So we could look up and we seen other places like St. Paul's and Montparnasse in the back of us, you know. So we were just playing in the veranda and all of a sudden, you know, we looking up on by St. Paul's and we seen like galvanized flying off people's roof and we laughing because we thinking that's funny. Oh god, look at galvanized flying over the person's house, you know. And we laughing because we thinking it's a joke, you know. And all of a sudden, you know, we just there, we playing, we seeing the rain start to fall out, so it got dark and stuff. Well, things started to get serious after a while when we started to experience the breeze.
And I can remember this one thing. Daddy, was the dog or the cat? Was the dog?
The dog actually left outside and run inside. So when you saw that, the dog left outside and run. You know, they say animals always sense when something happens, So the dog actually left outside and ran inside straight under the bed.
Yeah.
And hide under the bed. So when you saw that, you just know something was going to happen. So I can remember, you know, the breeze started to blow heavy and stuff.
Daddy was the one that said, go under the table.
No, he said go under the bed.
Go under the bed.
We went under the bed. So it was 3 of us, me, Ali, Cassie, and the dog.
Yes.
Under the bed. Under the bed. So yes, under the bed because the breeze started to blow hard, you know. Our father, he always tried to protect his children. So he told us, no, go under the bed because he thought, you know, we would be safe under the bed. So we went under the bed. All of a sudden, I can remember hearing Daddy calling us, oh, come. When we come, my father had like a slingshot. How does it call it? a cement sling.
A cement sling. And
Like a string. Like a rope. And he was trying to hold down the roof because the roof started to lift with the breeze. And he was telling us, come and hold him. Because the breeze was so heavy. When he tried to hold down the breeze actually lifting him up. So he was telling us, come and hold him. And we holding him and he tried to hold the roof. And me, I was so cold.
You laughed.
When I saw that, I just knew I was like, no, the roof will blow up. So I leave there.
Left us and she go and hide.
I went and hide under the table, dining table. I was like, no.
So me, I'm older sister there. I'm trying to hold on to his father. He was like, Daddy, let go. Daddy, let go. And like he's trying to hold on. We hold on to here.
When I saw that, I was like, nah. I was like, roof flying off. I was like, that is dangerous. So I just ran back under. I ran under the table. I said,
dining table.
Let me take cover because that roof look like you will blow up. I don't want to go in the breeze. I said, if they want to go, but I don't want to go in the breeze. So I went and hide under the table. When my father saw, like, you know, the roof was going, he actually grabbed them and he was like, let me go, we have to leave the house. He realized the house was in danger. We couldn't stay here. And I was still under I was like in shock. I was just stuck on the table. He was telling them, let's go. Them was in front of the door.
Waiting to go. And
I was still under the table and not moving. I was like, I'm not moving. My father, I can remember my father had to come and grab me from the back. Grab me from the back and pull me out under the table because I was not moving under the table. I wasn't moving at all. I can remember how he grabbed me. I didn't even get time to put on my slippers. I didn't even get them put on their slippers and table because they must get ready to go. I didn't even get time, so I run. My father grabbed me out of the house with no slippers in my foot to go over to a neighbor's house that he thought was more safe. When we got over to the neighbor's house now, he left us, then he ran back over to the house. I can remember that. And we was like, Daddy, come out in the house! Daddy, come out in the house and stuff. I think he went back for my slippers and stuff, you know?
Yeah, he went back for some stuff.
Yeah, he went back to try to save some stuff. So he went back in the house. That time the roof was already blowing off.
Yeah.
And now he go back in the house to try to save some stuff. And we was like, Daddy, come on, we knew definitely that house would have fallen because the roof is already off.
I was in a corner trying not to cry because I know if I cry, this one here will cry.
Yeah, cause I'm a big baby. Yeah, I hate to see you cry. One person started to cry, I cry. That's me.
Because me and my father is like really close.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're very close. So seeing my father and gone in the storm,
in the storm,
I was praying in my mind, let everybody just be safe. My father come back.
Yeah,
really
and I can remember as he came out of the house and he ran back over, the house fell down. I tell you, the house fell flat down to the ground. You know, to see like your house where you used to stay and everything you had just gone like that, it was really hurtful. It was really hurtful, you know. I was like, oh my god, but the good thing about it, we had life. My father actually came out in time before the house fell, because the house could have fallen with him and he could have died or got injured or something. And I can remember we was over by our neighbor and he was flooding, remember?
Yeah.
He upstairs was leaking, so the downstairs was full of water. So my father was like, we can't stay here, we ain't safe. So he took us again in the storm. Breeze blowing, galvanized flying, people roof flying off, and we in the storm. Tracking to go by somebody. And I can remember that time we had to go through the bush. Yeah. We had to climb over fall down trees. I can always remember to jump over fall down trees and stuff to go to our next place. And we end up by this lady, this older lady. By her was dry. By her was completely dry. And we stayed there for the whole until the whole hurricane passed. But I think Daddy left and go too.
He left. Daddy left. He told us to stay here, to not come out. He said, stay here, we are safe here. He coming back.
Yeah, and he left.
I can remember that. And me and my older sister was like, Daddy, stay. Daddy, stay. Where are you going? Daddy, stay. And I won't lie. When my father left, I cried.
Yeah, it was very
cried like a baby. I cried. I can remember the time me don't cry, don't cry. So I told me don't cry. But I know that if my father goes, I didn't know what could happen. He might die. I will never see him again. I cried.
Yeah, because you know it was a category 4 hurricane, and when it hit Grenada, people were saying they swear think it's a category 5 because the force it came with, it was so like the breeze and powerful. So people was up to living there. A lot of people say they think Ivan was a category 5 when he hit Grenada, but before he hit Grenada, they say it was a category 4. But maybe the force we got up to living, the Grenadians are still saying it's a category 5. So I can remember when he left, and then we stayed there, and I think the hurricane passed like when it was coming to nighttime.
Yeah, it passed. The hurricane actually started in the evening time. We were close to the evening time, 12 I think.
And it actually passed Grenada like later down in the night.
Yeah.
So you know you still had to sleep and then get up the next morning to really see what went on. Yeah. So we had that next day was Wednesday. We got up. I can't remember if Daddy came back that time.
No.
I didn't think so. I think we got up and he still was not there. And we got up and we tracked back up to where we were staying, and we started the grandmother's house was down also. You know, there was other neighbors' houses that was down. Some people just lost their roof. You know, it was a disaster. You know, first time I ever saw like the community came together. Everybody was helping each other. Everybody was asking, you know, what happened? Where are they going? Are they okay? Where are they sleeping tonight? Are they have anything to eat? You know, and stuff like that, because we lost our house. And I can remember when we came down to our house, that time we saw our father after.
Yeah. We
met him down here, and we come to see if we could pick up what little stuff we could pick up in the house to save. And I can remember there was neighbors already here helping with us to pick up certain stuff. People that we never spoke to before, you know, they was already here helping, and you know, telling us it's okay, you know, all they could come and sleep by us if all they want, you know, and stuff like that. It was real. After Ivan, that's the only good thing that came out of Ivan, that you know, it brought a lot of people together. Yeah, a lot of people was in
your
unity.
Enemies was your friends.
Your enemies was your friends. Everybody was helping. Everybody was giving a plate of food a day, you know, and stuff like that. That was the only good thing that came off it. I can remember I cried. That was the most I ever cried in my life. Like every day I was just crying. Mostly when my mother used to call, until my mother called, I was just crying on the phone, you know, because I was like, I can't believe we're going through this, you know. I was honest to God, this was the worst thing that ever happened to me. It's still the worst thing that ever happened to me. Right now we're in the hurricane season, and we don't know if we're going to get something as that, but I tell myself I never ever in my life want to experience something like Ivan again. Never.
You can remember when first day that we went to the river.
We had to go to the river, guys. That was like the first time that wasn't like the first time, but that was like the first time in a long time I ever went to the river and had to bathe in the river with everybody around you.
You see somebody up here, somebody going up there.
Everybody was in that river. And the thing about it, we discovered that river after Ivan. We didn't even know you had that spot on that side. Everybody was up that side, you know. Everybody was in the river. Everybody was bathing, everybody was washing what they could wash, and put aside what they want, you know, and stuff like that. You know, my sister Cassie, she had to wash all of us clothes because we couldn't wash with our hands. We never ever learned to wash with our hands. After living there, I can't wash with my hands.
I could.
After that, everything from me does go in the machine. Everything does go in the machine.
Yeah, only how I learned to wash my hands, I know I ate it.
Okay, because you have to wash your baby clothes in your hand.
Exactly.
Right. I don't have no baby, so I don't have to wash nothing in my hand. Everything goes in the machine for me. You understand? And that time she had to wash. She did a lot that time. She did a lot for us that time.
That's
she
why
had
I always have respect.
Yeah, I always have respect for her too. I never disrespect her, because she was always like our little mother figure to us. When my mother was not around and stuff, she was always the bigger one. Like if Cassie say no, it's no. No. Yeah. You can't say girl, what happened to you? No. Because if it's your bigger sister, she said no, it's no. You just have to say okay and do with it, because my father always had her like in charge, because
Yeah.
sometimes she would tell him no and he would be like, all okay is no.
Yeah.
You understand? Cassie said no, so it's no. So, you know, so she was always like the head of the family. Also, living there, she's still the head of the family. She will call you and she tell you this is this.
Yeah.
They can't say, well, no, I married. What she talking to?
Nothing so.
Nothing so, you know, you still have to respect her and stuff like that. And I know she know we have a lot of respect for her, you know. So, yeah, she did a lot after Ivan.
Everywhere Cassie go, I go.
Yeah, you know, if she go, we can't go.
We can go.
If she say time to come home, it's time to
come
come home. Understand? So, you know, she did a lot. She washed the clothes, she make sure we eat and stuff, you know. It was like she stepped up that time to take away her childhood of being a child to be like a mother to us, you know. So we used to get like 3 plates of food a day, because you was getting food here,
Yeah,
you was getting food there, you know. Everybody was just, you know, yeah, I'll eat, come for a plate of food. I'm like, Mom, we eat here, you know, come for a plate of food, you know. So it was like really nice after Ivan. You know, everybody was just together, and you know, people help each other rebuild. Everybody was just knocking everybody's roof, you know. You just pick up a piece of galvanized and fall in your yard, and sometimes when you look up, you could see that was your neighbor.
Oh, yeah.
People had different color roof. You have a gray and blue, everything. They just pick up whatever was in your yard and try to rebuild and stuff like that, you know. Just pray for us, So this was our story after Ivan. You know, what we went through. Ivan, we here, we still living, we still have life. We're thankful. Ali had a child, you know. I got married, Cassie got married, you know. We moved on, and we, you know, we're living and stuff like that. But you know, that's our story. So if you guys had any bad experience after Ivan, leave it in the comment bar. Let's chat about it. We're in the hurricane season. We can talk and laugh about these things after, you know. That's the good thing about it. We have a life that we could talk and laugh about it after. But when you're going through these things and them, not at all. Don't do like me and try to stay on the table, because definitely if my father did not take me out of that, I might have died. Because the table, the host, everything went down. So if I thought I would have been safe under that table, I would have never been here today. If my
You might have been safe, because the table's still alive up to this day.
Yeah, the table is still alive, but the house fell. The house fell.
Daddy.
So I could have fallen with the table. And the table could have fallen on me. But the table, as she said, 13 years after, I have the table here still. That table is very strong.
Yeah.
I just stomp on that table to change my curtains and thing. The table is very strong. So yeah, that's our story. Ali, you here? I wish Cassie was here to say it with us. But Cassie busy. Cassie's a busy person.
Very busy.
That's why I don't really see her in my vlogs. Ali just run away from work.
I'm on holiday, okay?
Ali, all people will say, well, Ali, I was doing Cassie. Cassie's very busy. Next time we will do a next story time, maybe something else. So it's been a long time I haven't done a story time. So that's my story. That's our story. Our story when we went through Ivan. So don't forget to subscribe and like, guys,
and comment below.
Yes, comment and share the video. Share the video also.
She will leave my Instagram info in the bottom.
If you guys want Ali info, if you want Ali info, just ask me, okay? I'll tell it to you guys. I'll see you guys next time.